Hello and welcome, Inspired Podcast community. This is your new episode. My name is Caroline, and my today's guest is Katja Wehrend. And I'm so happy that you said yes to the podcast interview. Good morning.
Morning.
Let me introduce you to the audience. Yeah, you were born in the GDR. Yeah, you were raised in poverty by a single mom, and in your 20s, you traveled the world, lived a crazy life in Berlin, and earned money by creating jewelry and dreadlocks. In your 30s, I think you experienced an abusive short marriage and the divorce from your husband and birth of your son in 2019. You learn to heal yourself and absorb the super deep and intense education Terra Healers education with Isabel Schumi to become that healer and therapeutical coach you felt within you. Your business, Wort und Seele, Word and Soul, you founded officially in March 2023. Can you tell us a little bit more about your business?
Yes. So it's a coaching business. So you can book a program with me. I have a free community where you get inspirations about overcoming being tired, overcoming being overwhelmed by life, overcoming being overwhelmed by traumas even, and you can manage to create a life full of abundance inside, mainly from inside to the outside. So you manage first to be free in prison and manage first to be free and happy with all the difficulties, and then you expand from there into your superhero life you feel within you. Yeah.
Oh, thank you so much. And I love the word superhero. We all are superheroes, of course. And my next question is, what inspired you to build this business?
In general, I always had this feeling I am a healer, but it was like crazy. I cannot say this. I mean, who am I? And then, actually, life put me into difficulties so much that I had no chance then go within and heal myself. I had to do it. Otherwise, I had a son. I was thinking even to commit suicide because I was so badly in such a bad position. So I observed in the internet all the coaches, and I was super suspicious. They are liars and I cannot trust, and they will harm me and put me even more in trauma and everything. And then I found one. She was specialized on exactly my story and my case, and I hit myself with her. It worked. I jumped and it worked. And then she offered this education, and I felt so strongly this call, and I reminded myself of this vision I had. I want to be a healer, and there's this education. So I gonna do it. It was a crazy jump, super crazy, but I did it, and I managed to absorb. This was the inspiration by Isabel.
Oh,
Yeah.
this is very inspirational, I can say, because, yeah, there was a turning point in your life, and then you jumped into the unknown, and what came afterwards was beautiful and more than imagined, I guess. And now you have your beautiful new life. You already mentioned your coach and mentor, that she inspired you a lot. And who else inspires you?
Who else? In general, God Himself, kind of. I mean, the life, the universe, the source of everything is my purest inspiration. And there were some people on my way which inspired me. There was my half brother I got to know. He leaded me to the deep belief to God. And there was another guy who reminded me of my freedom when I was starting being 20. He said, you can travel the world and there you will be safe. You can be free. You can do whatever you want. And I was like, really? Okay. So I went to travel the world, and so this were the two maybe most, and then my mentor in the end.
Mhm. Wow, thank you so much. And how do you inspire other people?
I have my free community. I have my Facebook profile. I also live by example. So even my offline surrounding. I say hello, I say goodbye, I say thank you, and this is, I think, the base of humanity, to be a bit polite and to help each other and to have an open ear for problems or for difficulties, also sometimes in the surrounding, to just be there attending, being present, and then in the online community too. I always put my focus on solution, on resources, on value, and I inspire. So on this direction, I choose very wisely what I share.
Oh,
Yeah,
I see. So this is very important, to focus on the solution or from the solution. That means if you see only the way or the why are you doing this, then there are no other things like negative people or people searching for problems or so. Then you are leading by example, and this is so beautiful.
yeah,
Wow.
yeah. Yeah, there's.
And
Can I share a little story about
please, please.
my
Yeah.
grumpy neighbor? Maybe 1 year or something. My grumpy neighbor. It was always, I said hello and he didn't answer. And then one day I was so angry because my son triggered me and I went outside with the rubbish bag. I smashed the rubbish into the rubbish bin and put the lid on top, and the neighbor was observing me and I went inside. And the next day he started to say hello to me. And from then on, he said always hello to me. And now he's even smiling at me. And he even said one time, thank you, because I put the rubbish bins on the street. So by example, if you continue, you can change the world in small steps.
Okay, so when I understand it right, then it means that you don't go to your neighbor and say, like, first of all, complaining, like you didn't say hello to me, or you don't say, oh, next time you should say hello to me. No, you continue being you. By example, you say hello every time you meet, you continue, you are persistent, and then you change your world.
Yes.
Wow, this is so inspiring, you know? Wow, this is thank you for sharing this story. It is a little story, really like a little, but it makes a difference in this
Yeah.
world. And we know this from Gandhi. He said, be the change you want to see in the world. This is a great example.
Yeah. It's also the most difficult. It's so easy to change the outside. You have to be, but changing oneself is the real revolution.
This is the work, yes, the
Yeah.
inner work.
Yeah.
Wow. I'm so happy that we talked today. It opens up the universe and people can get inspired by our conversation, of course.
Yeah.
Okay. What are your gifts and talents?
I see resources, value, and solutions. This is my best gift, I would say. So if someone coming to me telling me the victim story, I'm not saying you are wrong. I'm saying I understand you. I know you very well. I know this position. And let's see. This is a resource. Whatever you experience is a resource. You're never wrong. You always are right. Let's find out how. And what do you want to achieve in life? Are you there you want to go, but you're not believing in it? No problem. I understand very well. I know this very well. So let's go step by step. I mean, then we look at the everyday situations and we go from little steps like this with the neighbor. I open the people towards really that they see themselves, the value, the resources, and the solutions. And they can change their whole life with this change of view. It's just the key inside. And I have many tools, of course, accompanying that work. Yeah.
Yeah. And you mentioned your company, the title or the name is Wort und Seele, Word
Yeah.
and Soul. And how do you refer to, how do you work with the word?
I started also writing text. I'm very gifted to write. So this is also how I inspire people and how I share my message through words a lot. Of course, I speak with the people, so the communication helps. But it was also very much on this texts I write. I also wanted to write for companies, but now I'm rather having my own company, writing for my own company. Yeah. And the soul anyway. I mean, the soul is not to
Yes,
explain.
and you are guided, I guess. You are guided by your soul.
Yeah.
Wow, amazing. So you cannot be wrong. You are never wrong. As you said, you tell the people, you are right. I understand. And now we go from here.
Yes.
Thank you so much. And what are your goals for 2024?
My goals. I mean, I really want to have constant people in my program I can inspire. So I would like to have 4 people booking me every month I can inspire, and it's a 4 months program, and I can change lives because I know I changed this life and they have all the relations they have and they change the relations and so on. So it's like a stone in the water, poof. So I want to inspire at least 4 people every month coming to my program.
Wow, that is a great goal. And when you mentioned about the stone in the water, I think it's called ripple effect. I'm not sure. But when it makes the circles or so, and then it expands and it never stops, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
So it has an impact and it goes around the world. When you change yourself, then everything changes. And you are not doing this for you alone. This is what I wanted to say. You always change the entire universe. You make an impact. Wow, thank you so much. You are the change, you are the impact. And my last question now is when people reach out to you after listening to this episode, and they will, because you're the four clients, people will show up probably through this podcast, we don't know, then do you have a special offer for the inspired podcast community?
This is a good question. I can give you 10% discount on my offer. Is this great?
This is more than great and this is generous. Please reach out to Katja. She's amazing. And I also want to know, of course, we are recording this podcast in the English language. In which languages are you teaching?
In German.
In German. And next, another question. I said it's the last question. This is the best. No, because I feel you have a message to share with the world. And now this is your time to speak.
Be brave enough, be yourself, really be brave enough. No matter what they think about you, think the best about yourself and behave that you can think good about yourself, and also be very, very kind and gentle with yourself.
Always
Yeah.
be kind to yourself. Wow. There's a song, Gentle with Myself or so. I don't know if you know this song. It's the nice song telling about treat yourself as a baby or so, like a newborn, like be gentle to yourself. I love that so much. Wow.
And treat yourself as the queen and goddess you are also.
Mm. You are
Yes, the highest, no?
your
Yeah.
highest identity, your higher self and your soul. And this refers to your business title, soul. It's about the soul. The soul is guiding you and us. It was guiding us to this podcast interview. I'm so happy we met.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much and see you in the next episode.
Yeah. Bye bye.